Hello. Good morning. Today I'll be explaining the storehouse ability from the popular manga series Kagurabachi, written and illustrated by Takeru Hokuzono. The storehouse is a subspace created by space manipulation sorcerers. One storehouse is accessible only to direct descendants of the Shazanami clan and is utilized by the clan as their primary storage location for goods to be auctioned at the Rokuzuchi. Ownership of the storehouse is designated to the clan leader. Additionally, Akiri Sazanami created a second storehouse. The storehouse is described as an infinitely expanding subspace created by sorcery that serves as a sacred storage space for the Shazanami clan. Inside the subspace is a giant island floating within the space, hosting various voxel-like surfaces with encased registered objects. Additionally, there are objects that are not encased, mostly weapons that are used for combat purposes. Now let us explain the abilities. So when using the storehouse ability, there is a mask-like construction that appears on their face that glows a unknown light. It's shown inside of the colored page, a blue light that appears on their face whenever utilizing the storehouse abilities. It will also turn the eye that the augment is on black. Right? So let's get into the first ability. Obviously, the storehouse is a realm that is created by the spirit energy. It is debatable if the spirit energy affects the size of the storehouse, but it also, because it's shown that the storehouse that is transferred throughout the clan is bigger than Kyoya's storehouse, but we don't know if that's like a time thing, that more you utilize it is the bigger it gets, or it's the more energy that's stored in there, because we do know that energy is stored in the storehouse itself. So a lot of Kyoya's extra energy, it was stored in the storehouse. That's also one of the reasons why he couldn't use his abilities. And another reason why most clan members probably couldn't utilize the storehouse ability is because it's probably, first of all, very hard to develop, very hard to bring out. Also, we do see the Iso ability in the clan. It's probably stronger in their blood, so it's probably more prevalent. So like they might have the storehouse ability in their genes, but it's like very hard to access. And since they probably access the Iso ability first, it's just another level of hardness to access a storehouse ability, because they know how rare it is for someone to have more than one spirit ability. Also, it seems like the storehouse might have like a mind of its own, or like it's influenced by its users' mind, subconscious or like consciously, because we see that when Kyoya's father is fighting, he can control the earth inside of the storehouse realm to shoot out spears and put grenades in them in the ground and trap opponents and cover for blockages and cover the items so Shigeru doesn't steal it. And we also see that he can, that's another ability, my mistake, not supposed to get into that yet. But we also see with Kyoya's ability where like subconsciously the weapons that his brother used to abuse him with was transported in the realm. So your subconscious mind controls the storehouse. So let's get into the first ability, registration. The owner must touch the item or person to register them. Registration can be contracted by sorcerers using spirit energy. Items imbued with foreign spirit energy cannot be registered. but items with spirit energy of registered sorceries can be. The two storehouse registrations are separated. One manager cannot interact with another registered item without registering them first. So obviously you yourself have to register the item. So that's why Kyoya couldn't just transport Chiguro into the realm, even though his father did register the uh, the sword, right? He had to register his energy itself to get connection to Chiguro's sword. So that's the situation. That's why he had to register his energy, and obviously, register. You can't just register anybody. You know how in One Piece you can't just like use any abilities, like on somebody like Kaido to just one shot them. You can't just do that. People can like use their spirit energy to this stop you from registering themselves. So that's the situation. It's not like you can register anybody and transport them inside of the realm and just leave them in there forever and they just die. You can't do that. They have to allow you to register them, or you have to register an item to transport them. But you can't just register somebody without their will. The second ability is free entrance / exit. Shazanami clan leaders can enter or exit the storehouse without being registered or using the emergency door, appearing out of the earth. Well, obviously they would have the ability to freely come in and out their realm. Obviously, basic stuff. They don't have to use the door. The third ability, retrieving and dismantle. The storehouse owner can retrieve or send back registered items or people at will, emerging from disappearing into black clouds or bubbles. This ability is used to retrieve auction items and move subordinates quickly. So it obviously it can use for transporting all of that stuff. Like we see with his children, he just pops them out like Pokemon to fight. You know, he doesn't like walk around with a crew or anything. That's one benefit of it. You essentially have a whole army walking on yourself with no detection at all. You could go to an airport and nobody knows, or any location, and you always have security. You always have weapons. You don't have to worry about like anybody seeing you carrying around weapons or see men walking around you, because you just can have like a bunch of bodyguards inside of the storehouse and you just pop them out like Pokemon to fight. You know what I mean? Enter storehouse transportation. One owner can dispose objects or people into another owner's storehouse. Akira transported pillars from his storehouse and then Chiguro into Kyora's storehouse. So obviously we saw that all the storehouses are connected. It's like the internet. It's connected. It's not like separate realms. We don't know if it's in the same realm, like these storehouses are in the same realm, but if they're like completely different dimensions, they're still connected. So from you have the storehouse ability, it's like a web. You might have to have extra things to utilize that, like to transport people. Like obviously that person's registration won't work for your registration, but it's a web, so it's pretty useful. Distance summoning. Objects taken from the storehouse can be summoned far away from the owner and seen when Kyoya summoned a piece of Denkishi near Tenari while on the Rokuzuchi stage. So we see for instance, when Tanari and his brother and sister was fighting, we see weapons summoned to help them out fighting. Even when their father was far away, he literally just said, alright, summon weapons. I guess it might be like a connection thing. We'll get into that into like the end discussion with like the whole connection thing of how he's able to know when his children needs weapons and stuff. But like he can far distance transport. It doesn't have to be close. I guess there's definitely a range, but the range is like far enough to like not even worry about how far to transport the objects. You know what I mean? Which it would be crazy for like heist and stuff. This ability is really powerful. Image projection. The user can project a holographic images of anything within the storehouse to the real world. First used by Kyoya to display the Shinichi at Tochiguro Rokishika. So obviously it's like this anything in the storehouse or like his inner mind can be shown, reflected in the real world. I don't think it's anything crazy like that One Piece Devil Fruit ability where you can like create any image. I just think it's the things in the storehouse and him. You know what I mean? And it can also like have like a flat screen TV like appear showing what is happening in the storehouse. This ability can be disturbed by like heavy damage to the user, but that's like heavy ability. That's heavy ability inside of this. All the abilities can be affected if there's any heavy damage to the user. So it might be disrupted if there's any damage, heavy damage on the user. Communication with registered people. The owner can speak to registered individuals over distance and hear their voices, even if they are within the storehouse. The owner retains awareness of the registered individual's surroundings. So that's how he's, as I said, I was going to get back to, that's how he knows when his children need the denkishi or when they need weapons or anything like that. He is aware of their presence, of their surroundings. Like a web, like it's connected. Subspace manipulation. Sazanami clan heads can manipulate the earth within the storehouse as Kyoya did to attack Shigeru during the invasion. So obviously we see Kyoya drop grenades in the ground to shoot at Shigeru, to explode at him. He can use it to create blockages. He can use it to trap like the auction items and the people, so Shigeru can't transport them. He can use it to like put weapons inside of it in the ground and shoot it off and all of that stuff. So it's a pretty powerful ability. I wonder if you can do other stuff like put chemicals in the ground, like he has poison and like imbues it in the ground, and when he attacks his opponents with the rocks, like it poisons them or stuff or something. You know what I mean? Or like you can have like a flashbang and like shoot off the rock formation, and it's like bam, a flashbang, and it can like create a blockage and just attack the opponent. So it can be used. It also is like used to like trap Shigeru, like it create a hole underneath Shigeru to like make him fall and then shoot spikes on him. So it's a pretty useful ability. It's pretty useful. It's a very versatile sorcery ability, honestly, because like for a criminal organization, not only can be used to transport, like even if the main user dies, they don't even have to worry about it. You know what I mean? It's like if the main user dies, they still can use the extra door, go in there and just register somebody else. So it can store. We even see it in the store where it stores like ancient objects. Like I can imagine these objects were from hundreds of years ago. You know what I mean? Like we see samurai armor. That's probably like official samurai armor. We see some ancient fish. I don't remember the fish name right now. I'll pop it up. Ancient fish that like they were said to die. We even see like unique animals that like not even our real world we know about. Like this 4-horned bull and this creature like this creature wrapped around. I don't know if it's a what do you call those, anteaters? Not anteaters. I'll pop up what animal I'm talking about. But It might even be a dragon. I don't even know. It could even be a dragon. We don't know. You know what I mean? But like it has the storehouse of age on it's been years like ancient Japan where the storehouse ability was created where the attempt to see it. You see the age, you see like freaking statues, zemis and freaking idols of gods and stuff, like OG idols of gods. So like it has age on it, and it's kind of like funny because like the storehouse ability probably wasn't utilized for like storage. I can see the storehouse ability used for like robbing a bank, for instance. You could register people inside of that, go in the bank, transport the people without anybody even noticing. They grab the objects, you transport them back, and then just walk out and nobody even know that you robbed the bank. You see what I'm saying? Or like even like attacks on gang leaders and stuff. You can go there empty-handed and just like pop out a bunch of people with like guns, and they just and shoot down the enemy without the enemy even like knowing, because like they don't got no men, they don't got no weapons on them. So it was probably utilized for that first, and after a time where people probably like stored valuable items inside of the ability, the clan like store valuable items, it eventually becomes a thing that they probably start up the auction, and start selling those ancient objects, and it becomes like a whole duty in the clan and stuff. You know what I mean? So that's just my 2 piece on the ability, like my thoughts, my ending thoughts on this ability. I hope you enjoyed the video. I have another video on analyzing the Kyoya. I have another video that I'm going to make on the Shazanami clan. I have a lot of Kagurabachi videos and Naruto videos that I have in mind that are creating in the works. So like if you're interested in Naruto or Kagurabachi, there will be other anime that will pop out in and out after a while, but like the main 2 is Kagurabachi and Naruto. But like if you're interested in explanation videos of abilities, character analysis, this is the channel for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you can like it up, all them stuff. Subscribe if you like my content. Hope you had a good day. Bye.